All right, it is 6:30, so let's call this meeting to order. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, well, welcome everyone. Good to see a full audience here for our first meeting 2025-2026 school year, and welcome to our new superintendent. Thank you. All right, are there any comments from the audience? All right, seems like there are none, so any additions to the agenda? No additions. All right, on to routine business items. Can I have a motion to approve our June 12th, 2025 regular meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second. All right, so we have Chris, Ben. Thank you. Is there any discussion of the minutes? Additions, corrections? Hearing none. All those in favor of accepting the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? That passes unanimously. We have a motion to approve the July 16, 2025 special meeting minutes.
So moved. No second.
Ben making the motion, Chris seconding. Any discussion of those minutes? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Passes unanimously. Thank you. Anyone have any community meeting reports to share?
I guess I can provide one for a finance committee standpoint. So subsequent to the last time we met on July 16th, the following meetings were occurred from the finance committee. So on July 30th, there was a reduction to the proposed budget by 20,000, and 15,000 of that came from the Board of Ed and 5,000 came from the Board of Selectmen. And then there was a public meeting that was held on August 7th. I was not able to attend that one. I called in for a little bit, but I thought it was very well attended. There was a lot of good feedback. People came with, a lot of great perspectives. So I think we should continue to, explore having those earlier on in the budget cycles, next time. And then the referendum was held on August 12th, and the budget did pass 650 yes to 593 no. And so following that, the mill rate was approved at 32.30. And note that we did have a temporary mill rate that went out as well at 31. So just high level, I would say from a feedback standpoint, why the budget did pass, the vote was very close. It was indicative that, people are expecting some changes in the future. I think there will continue to be quite some, budgetary pressure. So we'll have to continue, to start the next budget cycle almost immediately, because I think this kind of new pressure is here to stay. Okay, anything else to add?
Thank you for that summary, Ashley. Any other community meeting reports? No, it's summer, so not too much happening.
Do you want me to do the PTA?
If you're able
Sure.
to.
I can do a quick one on the PTA. They have their first meeting September 9th, I believe. Superintendent Crusoe will be in attendance. They have their walkathon October 2nd, which is their biggest fundraiser of the year. They have been working diligently all summer, still working on fundraising for their playground project, inclusive playground project. And they're always looking for new members and volunteers.
Are they not doing a back to school movie night, or have I missed something on that?
They are.
Okay.
It's the 5th, September 5th, I
Okay.
believe.
Friday.
Thank you. Yeah.
Rain date Saturday.
Yeah, September 5th.
Tonight.
Yes, September 5th. Yeah, with the rain date. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a post on Facebook soliciting ideas for what movie to watch.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I don't even care what movie.
Yeah.
It's a fun night.
Thank you for that report, Ashley. Look forward to hearing more about each of those endeavors. All right. Committee meetings, I think we're all done with that, so I'll turn it over to the superintendent of schools for your report.
Great, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Every summer, I'm always amazed at the amount of work that goes into getting ready for the next school year. And I want to give a shout out to our administrative team, central office teams, the custodial team, for the amazing work that they've done all summer long, plugging away, trying to make sure that we learn from last year and take what worked last year and roll it into this year, and then take a look at some things that we could do a little bit better. And I've sat in a couple of leadership meetings in both buildings and really great conversations about student performance data, survey data, and how they can make some shifts and adjustments this school year to make some improvements based on that information that they received from the survey data, which was really great because it was teacher leaders also along with the administrators in a collaborative effort, all putting their heads together, listening to what the staff's saying, listening to what parents are saying, and making some really nice changes this school year that I'm really looking forward to see being put in practice. So I want to thank them for all that work this summer, getting ready for the year. We've had some senior leadership team meetings this summer as well. Obviously, them getting acclimated to new superintendent and trying to make sure that we get off on the right foot to this starting school year. We had ninth grade orientation yesterday, right, Mr. Massell? It was yesterday. Days get blurred together sometimes. It was really neat seeing the incoming eighth graders walk into the building. A little bit nervous, of course, understandably so. The upperclassmen did a fantastic job as student leaders, really stepping up and taking over that program, which was really neat to see. So that was fun. And we talked to Mr. Maselli about possibly expanding that program in the future to get some of the seventh graders involved early on at BCS, get them attached to the high school and get them included in some more things that are going on at Bolton High School, something that they can look forward to. A couple weeks ago, I visited Columbia and met with the superintendent there, Barbara Wilson, to discuss our partnership with them. We had a good conversation about kind of the history of our partnership and where we can go next. She was very amenable to us coming there and giving presentation with our team to their families to make sure that their families know about the awesome experiences that Bolton High School has to offer. So they know that we are a viable option for them. I personally was able to participate in a couple early sessions provided by CAPS for new superintendents. That was really nice. A lot of us new superintendents learning from each other and learning from seasoned veteran superintendents about things we talked about, work convocation, and entry planning. So that was really helpful for me. Ms. Goldschneider and myself met with Kelly Lyman. She's going to be working with us in our school team and our school community team to develop our new strategic profile, new strategic plan. So really had a good conversation with her and talked a lot about my entry work and how that is going to help guide some of the work going forward in creating that strategic plan, and talk a little bit about who's going to participate in that plan. And we want to get a well-rounded group of people from the Board of Ed, parents, staff members, so to make sure that we get a lot of various input in developing that plan. Quick personnel update. Once the budget passed, we were able to post a couple positions that we had waited on. BCS computer teaching position has been posted, and instructional coaching position has been posted. They had interviews, first round interviews today. They'll be having a second round interview tomorrow. We hope to have somebody hired next week. We already hired a special ed teacher for BCS and a math teacher for BCS. So we are almost fully staffed starting the school. A quick building project update. I don't know if you noticed coming in, the ADA pads are almost all done. The group there did an amazing job, tearing the old ones up and replacing the new ones. I think, Mr. Messiah, if I'm not mistaken, they went above and beyond. They did some work that was outside the scope of the original contract to make sure that they made repairs where they needed to make it look really nice. So that's great. The garage, I don't know if you saw that coming in. They started siding it today. That could be done by the end of this week, if not early next week. And the HVAC work at BCS is going to start on the 15th of September. Due to the delay with the budget, it's going to be a slight increase in cost, but still well below the budget amount because they have to use second shift to do that while school's in session. That's it for my report.
Anyone have any questions for our superintendent?
Oh, just clarification.
Yeah.
You're using a consultant for the strategic plan?
Yes.
Who is the consultant? Where are they from?
Her name's Kelly Lyman. She was administrator in Farmington. And then her most recent position was she was superintendent of schools, excuse me, in Mansfield. And she retired a couple years ago. She currently works for UConn in the executive leadership program for superintendents and for CAPS. She runs the CAPS support program for new superintendents also.
We did interviews for both of the teaching positions or the coach and the teaching position at BCF.
Yes, the coach we have, the computer teacher we have not yet.
Okay,
What level is the coach for? Is it like a reading coach or?
BCS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be reading and math predominantly.
Any other questions? I had one. Do you have a fix yet on retention of the number of eighth graders who are going to continue on to the high school this year? You know, that had been an issue of concern for parents in recent years.
Last year's eighth graders coming to the high school this year. I do not have those numbers, but I can certainly get those.
And I just wanted to say a thank you to you, Superintendent. I know that even before you started officially on July 1st, you put in a lot of hours working with Kristen Hecht, former superintendent, to get up to speed. And I think I speak for everyone on the board to say that we really appreciate all of that effort. And so far it's felt like a pretty seamless transition. So thank you for that. All right, on to unfinished business. Do we have any? Not so. On to new business. Turn it back over to you, Superintendent, for your recommendations for changes to the budget.
Yes, in your packet, you should have the recommendations for the budget adjustments that we made. And so there was a reduction of $410,907 from salaries and employee benefits. There was an additional savings of $100,302 from student support services and $1,327 from systems management from the budget that was presented. So all those reductions result in a total reduction of $512,536, which would make our new FY26 budget total $16,800,367.
There's our actual chair, so I will turn things over to Andrew. You made it.
How's it going?
It's going great.
What are we talking about? We're on F1.
We're reviewing the recommendations
Okay.
for budget cuts.
I am familiar with them.
So there's a $217,564 savings from salary and employee benefits. There was a cut to an administrative position, administrative assistant position at BCS, and a cut to one paraprofessional position. And so the total savings was $512,536, which makes the new budget total $16,800,367.
So are we then looking for a motion to cut the $410,907, thank you, from salaries, employee benefits, $100,302 from student support services, and $1,327 from systems management from the 2025-2026 budget. Is there anybody who would like to make this motion?
So it'll be three separate motions or one motion?
I think it could all be one.
Yeah, I think it's.
Second.
Anyone have any questions or comments about any of these cuts? I know we're sort of anticipating them from finance meetings that we've had over the summer. Does anyone have anything they want to discuss or add to any of this? All right, so all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed or abstaining? We have a budget. Wow, only 2 months into the fiscal year. That's great. I'm sure we're all very relieved about this. Now we need to discuss our adjustment to the 25-26 meeting schedule. Which. Have the dates in,
I believe it was an adjustment from October 9th to October 16th.
a motion to adjust the October meeting from the 9th to the 16th.
Second.
Does anyone have any questions or comments or conflicts? I know this was, I think we communicated about this a while back. Okay. Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed or abstaining? Okay, we're moving along swiftly. Resignations, we have those. It looks like our BCS instructional coach, Kelly Bear, has resigned over the summer. The BCS math teacher, Michael Majori, thank you. BCS special education teacher, Kelly Villar, and the BCS paraeducators, Christina Black and Kaylee McDonald.
And most of these are career changes or physical movement from this area to another part of the state.
We thank everyone for their service to the Bolton Public Schools and wish you all well. Do we have any future business? Probably not, right? So, in record time, could we please have a motion to go into executive session for the purposes of discussing the superintendent's goals and the superintendent's evaluation and the upcoming union negotiations, and also to invite the superintendent?
So
Any questions or comments? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. I think that was everybody. So thank you all for coming. Wow.
Thanks, everybody.